Hey everybody, welcome back to the Cigar Reviews. Today, we are going to continue our journey through this Cigar of the Month Club. Let's check it out, shall we? So, as I said yesterday in the review, my wife for Christmas got me a subscription to this monthly cigar club. She also got me one last year, and I'm telling you, it was pretty good. So, I had, here they are, by the way. Come with a little Bovita pack. It's pretty cool, really. So I'm going to pick one out here. And honestly, I have never heard of any of these. And that is typical of this club, which is great because I'm always excited to find some new cigars. So today we're going to look at Kintsugi's, the Alec Bradley Kintsugi. I don't know how else you'd say that. Not something I've heard of too much. So I'm going to read up on this before we light it. I just feel like they're a little bit higher caliber cigar. In this, they sell a box of 24 for $192.45. So I like how you can buy them on there as well. And in yesterday's episode, we did look them up on Cigar International, and they were pretty closely priced, which was also cool. Okay, so the Alec Bradley Kintsugi Corona Gorda. Alan Rubin, the founder of Alec Bradley Cigars, has been blending and producing cigars since '97. And they have a 90+ point rating from Cigar International, Cigar Insider, and Cigar Journal, just to name a few. His cigars also consistently make Cigar Aficionado's top 25 list, making his cigars some of the most sought after in the industry. Oh, and if you didn't know where the name Alec Bradley came from, look no further than Alan's two sons, Alec and Bradley. I never knew that. That's kind of cool. Who are now partnering with their father in the family business under their slightly differently named line, Alec and Bradley. Kintsugi is the ancient Japanese art form that takes broken ceramics or pottery and brings them back together using gold or silver lacquer, making them more beautiful than the original piece. Alec and Bradley took this tradition and applied it to their Kintsugi line, knowing that cigars, like lacquer, can bring people of all walks of life together. Handcrafted in Danlí, Honduras, at the famed Raíces Cubanas factory, the Kintsugi, which scored a spot on Cigar Aficionado's top 25 list in 2021 with a well-deserved 92-point rating, uses a blend of Nicaraguan and Honduran leaves for fillers and a dual blinder that is dressed with a Honduran Habano wrapper from the Torojas region. Once lit, expect medium-bodied notes of wood, earth, cedar, nuts, chocolate, and pepper. Pair this smoke with a Deschutes Obsidian Stout. Whew, that was a mouthful. So, we've learned something about these cigars, this cigar, since I only have one. Looks good, right? I think so. Let me tell you something. By the time you watch this, last night's cigar will be posted. And last night's cigar blew my freaking mind. It was unreal. So you have to check that out. I'm not going to tell you what it was. You got to watch. This, so far, not as magical. And not much can live up to the cigar I had last night. I will tell you that. I feel like I've been on a rut of cigars, probably because I purchased a box of budget cigars for the channel. I was hoping that I could find a gem. I was hoping I could find a diamond in the rough. I failed. Turns out that every cigar that I tried under $3, $4 is complete garbage. And that's where they went. They went into the trash. Sad, I know. But they were totally unsmokable. This, not the case, obviously. Chocolate. Very slight. But it's there. Not a lot of anything else going on here currently. Wood, earth, chocolate, nuts, pepper. No pepper. Nuttiness? Yeah, I don't think so. Earth? No. Not yet, anyway. Things might change. Sadly, it's just a little bit one-dimensional currently. There's really not much going on here. I'd have to really concentrate, really study this cigar to pick up the nuances. Maybe just a little bit of vegetalness up front, starting to get a tad bit sour. This is just so underwhelming. And that's unfortunate. Really is. I wish I would have picked a different cigar now. No offense to them, but I would never have done a review on this cigar because there's just nothing here to talk about. And that's very unfortunate for a cigar reviewing YouTube channel. Do something. Do something. It turned from a slight 2% hint of chocolate to a bit sour. And there's no chocolate now. So it's really the only flavor is sourness. When you make so many cigars that you have to name a cigar Kintsugi, I feel like maybe you should focus on making better cigars. I know Alec Bradley is like a huge name, in the cigar industry. And I can't think of a single one that I love. And that's too bad. They come up with a lot of weird stuff. There was one that I think was made from a Chinese takeout container. It was weird. It was weird. Enough with the weird stuff. Let's just make great cigars. Let's be known for the company that makes great cigars. I know Davidoff kind of corners the market on that, but it's doable if you have a cigar factory. I would think. So it's not pleasant. I can stand a little sourness from fermentation. I can stand a little funk, but don't make that the only attribute. Pepper. There's some pepper. And it's just kind of a spiciness, almost a chili pepper or a jalapeno, not a habanero. Not your typical black pepper. Almost like a hint of sweetness coming in. That was something. Let's see. It's getting a little more character. We're a little ways in, but not too far. I've had some cigars kick in like halfway through, and that's just ridiculous to me. Can we turn this thing around? We'll see. It's a little better. Lost it. Oh, we lost it. I was hoping those flavors would intensify, but instead they backed off. Unfortunate. Maybe it needs to cool down a second. I don't know. What's everybody been smoking lately? What have you all been loving? That's what I want to know. I have to put another cigar order in soon. I'm getting a little bit low on stock. Hit me with something that you love, and maybe I'll do a review on it. Don't give me something you hate. Please, don't do that to me. I wouldn't do that to you. Definitely spicy or upfront. Not a lot of character with that spiciness. Just a punch of spice up front. Maybe like the first millisecond, and then it just fades. It's kind of interesting. Okay, it's lasting a little bit longer now. And it's ushering in a few extra flavors with that pepper. Interesting. We've got some activity here. Wood. Okay, I can see that. Earth, I suppose. It's a little dirtiness to it. Definitely a lot spicier on the tongue now. Almost a hint of cream. Peppery, lightly sweetened cream. Particle of chocolate. Almost like a, what is that flavor? Interesting. Like a smelly Sharpie. Like that tennis ball Sharpie or marker smell. Just a little hint of that chemicalness. And you get that from a red wine here and there. Especially a natural yeasted red wine. Maybe I should start another channel where I review wine. But I feel like that could get out of hand. Next thing you know, the bottle's gone. I'm doing donuts in the middle of a parking lot. Definitely some cons involved in that channel. But wine is another big passion of mine. So I suppose I could think about that. If you're interested in a wine YouTube channel without the pretentiousness of wine snob people, you let me know. We'll see what we can do. More chocolate. This thing is kind of interesting because it's just going all over the place. It's like my 9-year-old. It's just all over the place. At least it's not trying to punch me in the face currently like he would be. A lot of chocolate on that one. The spice has calmed down a bit. It's definitely a completely different cigar than what we started with. Completely different. Have you ever had a chili pepper chocolate? I know they sell them in kind of boutique-y shops, but they mix, chocolate. It's often handmade chocolate, and they mix either chili peppers or chili powder or habanero. That is very reminiscent of what's going on here. Now the chocolate in this, the chocolate flavor, is a hot chocolate flavor. So the old, I don't know what brand that is, but the chocolate with the little you put the little marshmallows in, or even back when I was a kid, they'd have the packets with the dehydrated marshmallows in there, and you dump it in water or milk or whole milk like I would, and that's the chocolatiness. Definitely ramping up that chocolate with, I'd say we're almost to the habanero level of spice. And this is leaps and bounds more interesting than this cigar when we started. Leaps and bounds. So that's good. Wow, even lip spice at this point. Woo! It's getting up my nose, getting on my lips. There's some spice there. Very interesting. I think I might need to empty my ashtray soon. We're getting a little bit toward the brim. I like to just run it to the end. Just have a mountain of ashes. I think I just emptied that 2-3 days ago. I mean, we've been doing some hard work around here, okay? And I have a pile of wrappers behind it. I need to clean my space. I understand that. This is probably the messiest YouTube studio I've seen. But you know what? We get a lot of work done during the day. And we try to pick a good cigar and bring it to you guys. When I say we, I mean me, because I'm the only one here. So the mess is all mine. Not a heavy smoke. Almost bready at this point. Definitely got a spice to it. Holy crap, guys. It's 22 minutes in here. I mean, we've smoked the crap out of this thing. All right, listen. We're calling it a day. If anything else changes on this, I'll do a follow-up. I don't care. But I think we've explored much of what needs to be explored here. If you like habanero chocolate halfway through a cigar, this is your cigar. I have to remember what the heck this thing's called now. The Kintsugi by Alec and Bradley. So the sons made this. Kintsugi. From our monthly cigar club, 24 for $192.45. Panel rated 96 points by a bunch of senseless crackheads. No, I didn't say that. I didn't mean that. Can you say CRACK on YouTube? Oh man, I hope so. That's a review, guys, from the Cigar Reviews. I appreciate everybody watching, and please, if you're still somehow watching, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on, throw caution to the wind, live, and if you do, I'll be seeing you soon. Thanks a lot from the Cigar Reviews. Bye-bye.